Let's move along into news. So we're going to talk a little bit about politics. So as everyone knows, Obama's term is ending, right? So elections are coming up soon, and there's a whole lot going on with that. And what a coincidence now that his term is ending, ya se quiere poner las pilas and wants to put in work and really execute some of his executive powers.
Wait. But I thought that he couldn't do anything because he had the majority, was Republican. They always got in the way of everything.
Yeah, so I guess...
Are you trying to say that he can actually get some shit done?
Yeah.
With the disapproval?
What do you know? What do you know?
Whoa.
He actually has some power.
Now we have a president.
So he's been taking action and doing a number of things. And one of the things that he has implemented now, he's changed the rules as far as immigration. He is saying that anyone who is either married or is a parent to a citizen, a U.S. citizen, doesn't have to leave the country when they are adjusting their status. So if they're being petitioned by a child, by their children or through marriage, by a spouse, they wouldn't have to leave the country.
So are you saying that if somebody wants to fix their papers and they enter the country in a non-legal way, because before that was a requirement.
Sorry for leaving that detail out. So before it was if you didn't enter legally through a visa, if you didn't have a visa, then you would have to leave the country if you were trying to adjust status.
As a punishment, I think they used to say, right?
Exactly. Of course, there's like a few things that can help you out if you have like petitions. So every case is a little bit different. But by general rule of thumb, if someone entered without a visa, they would have to go back, even if they were married to a U.S. citizen or if their children were able to petition for them.
While the papers are processed.
Yes, and a lot of times they would, as a punishment, it could be 10 years that they would be have to leave the country, but now he's changing that. So now regardless of whether the person entered with or without a visa, so legally or illegally, now they can stay. So
that
this
is very good
news for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that are in that situation that even, they're married, they have a spouse, and want to adjust their status, but don't continue on to begin that legal process because they're fearful that they would have to leave the country, and no one wants to leave their spouse, no one wants to leave their husband or wife or their children, and so this is
it's a very good thing. From the humanitarian perspective, but it's also a good political move on his part. Because it's the end of his term, he's coming out for re-election. This is gonna appeal to the Latino community. You know what I mean? So that's good.
It's good. It's just disheartening that Obama made so many promises of really tackling immigration and really creating
in so many areas. Yeah, he made so many.
There isn't really any legal pathway. No one wants to touch it and address it, and it's come to this. And it's a great thing, but it just seems like just enough to keep you happy. And
I don't even think that he did it for the purpose of just to keep you happy. I think he just did it for the purpose that he's coming up for re-election, and that he wants to gain some votes from the Latino community.
Yeah.
Did he? I mean, the Republican Party is insane. You know what I mean? So I think that he was gonna win regardless, but I think he just want to make sure that that he's
secure some votes.
Secure it. Yeah, he just wants to secure it.
Definitely.
But that's definitely that's excellent news for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know are stuck in that situation that is hella messed up. It's like, I don't have any papers. I can fix him through this, through getting married to somebody or my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever, or
a parent,
a petition, a parent,
Mm-hmm.
and they can, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna be sent back to the country, and who knows? That's the thing. Like, there's always a possibility that you get rejected.
Yeah. And
then you're back in in the country where you left. It was una pésima idea.
Yeah.
Pésima estrategia. So I'm gonna be spreading the word.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely, let people know of this news, and hopefully a lot of people can really take advantage of it and be able to finally adjust their status, because it's so important as far as just economic and social mobility.
A todas las muchachas ahí sin papeles que tienen sus novios con papeles, ya es hora de presionarlos ya. Ahora sí, metan todo presión.
Yes.
¿Verdad?
Okay, well, back to the music.
With Mr. B.